Good morning, student. We are going to discuss today the digestive system. In the digestive system, we are going to discuss about the different parts and different functions of the digestive system. The digestive system involves the organ bugs together to break down the food materials that we take in our daily diet. The digestive system involves the prepare food for the use by the all body cells, produce various chemicals to break down the food materials, filter out harmful substances, and get rid of the solid food material. Different processes of the digestive system involve the mechanical digestion and the chemical digestion. In the case of mechanical digestion, mixing of the food into the mouth by the tongue, chowing of the food into the stomach, segmentation in the small intestine. In the case of chemical digestion, that involves the breakdown of food molecules into the building blockers, that the carbohydrates are broken into the simple sugars, proteins are broken into the amino acids, and the fats are broken into fatty acid and the alcohols. The process of the digestive system also involve the ingestion, propulsion, peristaltic movement, and the segmentation. These are the four processes which are involved the food for the digestion. In the case of injection, that is the getting the food into the mouth. Propulsion, moving food from the one region of the digestive system to the another region. Peristaltic movement, that involve the altering waves of the contraction, and segmentation, that involve moving of materials back and front of the out of the mixing to the food material. In the digestion, that involve the mechanical one, that the different changes the physical form of the food by the chew, tear, grind, mash, mix, and the bolus formation is a take place. In the chemical digestion, change the chemical composition of the food with the aid of the digestive enzymes, that the food material like the carbohydrates, proteins, and the lipids. The digestive enzymes are the special proteins that help break down large molecules of the food into the very tiny molecules that can be absorbed and used by oneself in the form of the nutrition. Digestive system that is involved from the starting from the oral cavity to the anus. The different parts of the digestive system, that is the oral cavity, tongue, epiglottis, esophagus, stomach, and the intestine, the large intestine and the small intestine and anus, and some accessory organs like the liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas. These are the help in the digestion. The digestive tract that is involved from the starting from the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anal canal, and the anus. Phases of the digestion. In the case of digestion, injection, movement, digestion, absorption, and the further digestion. These are some phases which are involved in the case of digestion. Some accessory part which are not directly participate in the digestion but indirectly that help in the digestion. These are the teeth, tongue, salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas. Mouth, having the different functions like the food enters in the mouth or oral cavity. Tasting buds are present in the oral cavity in the tongue. Mechanical breakdown of the food takes place in the mouth. Secretions of the salivary glands, that is salivary amylase, takes place in the oral cavity. Oral cavity consists of the, as shown in the diagram, nasal cavity, lips, tongue, palate, soft and the hard, and the pharynx, epiglottis, and the most important part, that is the oral cavity to the canal space, that is called the esophagus. Mechanism of the swallowing. Swallowing is a coordinated activity of the tongue, soft palate, pharynx, and the esophagus. Having the different phases involved, the food is pushed into the pharynx by the tongue. Tongue blocks the mouth, soft palate, close of the nose, and the larynx, that is also called the Adam's apples, rise to the epiglottis. A flap-like tissue can close the opening of the trachea. Pharynx. Pharynx involve the three parts, that is the nasopharynx, oryngopharynx and the laryngopharynx. That is the tubular space between the oral cavity and the esophagus divides into three parts. And adenoids are also present. We are also called the tonsils. The lymph nodes present in the base of the nasopharynx. Adenoids help to help the trap bacteria and destroy them. Also helpful in the immune responses. There are three pairs of the salivary glands that is present in the oral cavity. These glands are the parotid glands, submaxillary glands and sublingual glands. The salivary gland produce the saliva. Saliva moisten the food and contains the enzymes ptyalin or the salivary amylase that begins digestion of the starch into the small polysaccharides. Next, the tongue. Tongue mixes and rolls food into the teeny masses up to the bites. That the bolus formation takes place. Pushes the bolus towards the pharynx and into the esophagus when swallowing. The teeth, the deciduous teeth and the permanent teeth. Two types of teeth present. The main teeth are the incisors, premolars, molars and canines. These are four types of teeth present for the making the food into the small particles. This is a structure of teeth having the two parts, the crown part and the root part. Crown part involving the enamel and the dentin, and the root part that is in the gingiva, pulp, and the last is the fixed part that make the stronger teeth, that is the cementum part, and some ligamentum part is also present. The first part from the oral cavity, long tube-like structure that is called the esophagus. This is the esophagus structure. Tubular secretion from the oral cavity, the food comes into the esophagus. Esophagus is a straight muscular tube that is about of the 10 inches or 25 centimeter long, which connect the mouth with the stomach. Food takes about 4 to 8 seconds as it passes through the stomach. Its walls contain the smooth muscles that contract into the wavy motion that is called the peristaltic movement. Peristalsis propels food and liquid slowly down the esophagus into the stomach. Cardiac sphincter ring-like waves होती हैं, relaxes into the allow the food into the stomach. That is the peristaltic movement. In the case of digestive tract, we are moving the wave of relaxation and the wave of contraction. That's the bolus. This is the bolus that is moving in the forward direction by the contraction relaxation of this digestive tract system. By this diagram, we can understand how this bolus is diluted. First, second, third, and fourth. The dilution of the bolus takes place and there is spreading in the digestive tract. The next part, that is here the esophagus comes and joined to this part, the cardiac sphincter part. The stomach is a J-shaped muscular sac, has the inner folds. Having the inner folds increase the surface area of the stomach. Having three parts are the fundus, body, and the pylorus. In the stomach, food is mixed with the gastric juices, that is the hydrochloric acid, and the enzymes, some enzymes secreted by the stomach walls. The hydrochloric acid that helps the breakdown of the food and the kills bacteria that comes along with the food material. Tubular glands of the stomach. The different glands are present like the peptic gland, oxyntic glands, and the mucus gland. The peptic gland secrete the pepsin, the oxyntic glands secrete the hydrochloric acid, and the mucus gland that secrete the alkaline mucus. Pepsin, major enzyme, converts proteins into the peptides into the presence of hydrochloric acid. Mucus have to lubricate the food and protect the gastric lining from the strong juices and the convert the health of the bolus into the liquid chyme. After 4 hours of the mechanical and the chemical digestion, chyme passes through the pyloric sphincter into the small intestine. These are some movement, the diagram showing the movement of the stomach. The chyme, the bolus comes into the stomach, and here the movements start. That's the more liquid chyme is formed, that is easy to digest. That the first babe, second babe, and these are babes. In the mixing of this chyme takes place, that is the pyloric sphincters, then the contraction of the first babe, that the our food material that is crushed down moves to the pyloric part, that the more fluidy chyme that is moves downwards, and the more solid chymes comes upwards. That's why the different movement by this movement of the stomach making the more liquefied food material that can easily go to the pyloric sphincters, opening of the pyloric sphincter and duodenum. The factors that affecting the gastric secretion, having the three phases, like the cephalic phase and the gastric phase and the circulatory phase. There are three phases which are involving in the secretion of the hydrochloric acid. There are three phases: by the nervous control, by the local nerves which are present in the stomach, and by the some nerves and the blood circulatory part is present in the our duodenum part, that is having the control on the secretion of the hydrochloric acid. Hormonal mechanism, that the nervous mechanism and the hormonal mechanism in the case of intestinal phase. Then the small intestine, that is long, about 20 feet, coiled tube beneath the stomach, has three parts, that the duodenum, jejunum, and the ileum, and having the different sizes. Small intestine, that is the site of greatest amount of the digestion and the absorption. Due to the surface area is increased, these are the force-like structures present in the small intestine. Takes about the 4 to 8 hours to complete the journey. The food material होता है वो 4 to 8 hours लेता है. Then the mucus, inner wall secrete the mucus, secrete the several enzymes that act on the food materials, but the pancreatic enzymes are emptied into the duodenum. Digestive nutrition are absorbed through the intestinal walls. That absorbed materials cross the mucosa into the blood, then the other parts of the body to form the storage and the further chemical changes. Has fold inner walls covered with the finger-like projections. That is called the villi, or singularly we can say the villus. Each villus has a tinier projections called the microvilli that absorb the digestive food. Villi and the microvilli increase the surface area of the small intestines for the greater absorptions. Peristalsis movements the undergoes the food into the large intestine. Movements के कारण food large intestine में पहुंच जाता है. The structure of the villi, that is involving the absorptive cells, blood capillaries, and lacteals. Very specialized tissue that is called the lymphatic capillaries. We are seeing the arteries, veins, and the submucosal part, and having the blood capillaries, and the lacteals, the middle part and the green part, that is showing the lacteals. And the absorptive cells are present on the surroundings that absorb the food materials. That is structure of the one villus. Then the large intestine, having the larger diameter but the shorter in the length, about only 5 feet. Water is absorbed from the undigested food material. The waste is harder until the becomes solid. The waste is stay for the 10 to 12 hours in the large intestine. This is structure of the large intestine, that is involving the three parts, that is the transverse colon, ascending colon, descending colon, and that is sigmoid colon, and the vermiform appendix, the cecum part, and the rectum and the anus. Waste is in the pushes into the expanded portions. The rectum, solid waste stay in the rectum until it is excreted through the anus as feces. Appendix hangs on the right side of the large intestine as shown in the diagram. In the case of large intestine, colon has the bacterial microflora that synthesize the folic acid, vitamin B12 and vitamin K. And the second one is the microbes present in the colon digest away other pathogenic microbes and thus prevent the infections. Fermentation of the undigested food takes place that produces the gases like the carbon dioxide and the methane. Typical fecal odor is due to the toxic products. Fecal odor is present due to the toxic products. That is the some accessory organs, that is the liver, gallbladder and the pancreas. These are three main parts. Their secretions play important role in the digestions. Their opening go to the duodenum part. We can explain by the next diagram. Different ducts. Right hepatic ducts from the liver, left hepatic from the livers come from the common hepatic ducts from liver. The cystic duct from the gallbladder again join from the common bile duct, and the pancreatic duct from the pancreas that also give the opening into the duodenum. These are different ducts from the liver, from the gallbladder, from the pancreas, and the openings are in the duodenum. The accessory organ liver, having the largest gland of the body, stores vitamin A, D, vitamin E, vitamin K, stores sugars and the glycogens, and produces bile, secrete bile into the gallbladder via the hepatic duct and the cystic duct as shown in the last diagram. Liver is also called the liver of body mechanism because having play in the role in the carbohydrate metabolism, protein metabolism, fat metabolism, synthesis of the vitamins, synthesis of the bile, heat regulations, protection of the body where the Kupffer cells are present, forms antibodies and remove the microbial by the phagocytosis. Detoxification is also function of the liver by the different drugs like the nicotine, sulfonamides and metabolites and microsomal enzymes in the liver present will detoxify the different impurities and expel out from the body. Second accessory organ, that is the gallbladder. Gallbladder stores biles in the between the meals, secrete biles into the duodenum through the bile duct during the metabolism and the meal time. Bile contains bile salt, pigments and the cholesterol and the phospholipids. The main properties of the bile is a emulsifier, not as a enzyme. Emulsifier की properties होती है, emulsifier dissolve fat into the watery content of the intestine. The next accessory organ is the pancreas. The mixed type of gland, that is exocrine and endocrine. Exocrine part produces the juices that contains the enzymes to break down the carbohydrate, fat and the proteins. Endocrine part consists of the isolates of Langerhans, which consists of the alpha cells produces the glucagon and beta cells produces the insulin. These two secretion, glucagon and insulin, are helping in the maintaining the homeostasis of the body. The increased level of the sugar and decreased level of the sugar. The increased level is controlled by the insulin and the decreased level is controlled by the glucagon. Secrete the juices into the duodenum through the pancreatic duct. This is a summary showing the different glands and their secretions, site of action, different enzymes involving, food act upon and the end products. This table is a conclusive table that is showing the different types of glands like the salivary gland, gastric glands, liver, pancreas, intestines, and there the secretions like the salivary gland secrete the saliva, gastric juices secreted by the gastric glands, hydrochloric acid secreted by the gastric gland, liver secreted the bile, pancreas, pancreatic juices, intestinal glands, intestinal juices and mucus secreted by the intestinal gland. Site of action are showing in the some buccal cavity for the salivary glands, enzyme involving salivary amylase, starch and the maltose. So by this That is summary of the secretions of the different secretions. And different types of movements are also involving. The types of the movement, these are the passive movement and the active movements. In the case of passive movement, the simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, osmosis. These are three types of functions involving. In the case of simple diffusion, non-polar and the small polar substance are transported by the simple diffusion movement directly through the membrane by the simple diffusion. Facilitated diffusion involving the use of the transport proteins. Osmosis involves the movement of the water through the semi-permeable membrane, the hypo and hyper conditions. And in the case of active transport, goes against the gradient sodium potassium pump and the required some amount of energy in the form of ATP. And the other process involving the exocytosis and the endocytosis. Endocytosis involving the phagocytosis and the pinocytosis. Phagocytosis for the solid food materials and the pinocytosis for the liquid food materials. And transportation system, this is a diagram presenting of the different food materials like the glucose, galactose, fructose, amino acids, dipeptides, fatty acids. These are also form the different types of transport system from the between the this is the barrier in the form of microvilli. These are microvilli which are showing the Bunsen burster of the atypical surface. Diffusion takes place. Amino acids, monosaccharides are secreted from the to the blood capillaries of the villus, and there is to the laterals of the villus. This is a summarized part of the transport system in the food material in the form of absorption. Absorption of the food material, with that this diagram presenting that is the stomach, that is the duodenum, large intestine and the small intestines. In the case of stomach, a small percentage of water, alcohol as well drugs can be absorbed from the stomach. Some glycerol also from the stomach. In the case of duodenum part, also glycerol, fatty acids and the ions and vitamins are also absorbed. Sugars are also absorbed. In the colon part involving the sodium, hydrogen ions, chloride ions, small percentage of the vitamins and water is also absorbed, about 14% absorbed. In the case of ileum, sodium and the hydrogen ions, gamma globulins, vials and the vitamin B2 absorbed in the this part. That is the ADME of the drugs. That is representing the how the absorption, distribution, metabolism of the drugs takes place. That is a diagram representing absorption in the free drugs form. The free drug is in the binding with the plasma protein, and the absorption of the different parts takes place like the excretion of the from the kidneys, from the liver, from the circulatory part, from the tissue organs. These are food representing the ADME of any drug. We can understand. Some disorders like the constipations, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, peptic ulcers, and other disorders like appendicitis, peritonitis, and the gastritis. These are some disorders of the digestive systems. Some disorders of the liver like the fatty liver, hepatitis, cirrhosis of the liver, and the ascites. These are some disorders of the digestive system. In the case of constipation, condition in the delayed and the hard stool due to the varied reasons. Diarrhea, conditions of the high fruit fecal matter, that is a watery stool. Nausea, it is a desiccating feeling of the vomiting prior to the vomit, and the vomiting is the sudden spasmodic expulsion of the content of the stomach. Ulcers, due to the ulceration of the mucous membranes, penetration through the muscularilic mucosa and the occurring in the areas of the beneath the acid and the pepsin into the stomach. A stomach in the stomach, that is called the gastric ulcer. Ulcer present in the duodenum, that is called the duodenal ulcer. Inflammation of vermiform appendix, that is called the appendicitis. Inflammation of the peritoneum of the abdomen, that is called the peritonitis. It is an acute and chronic inflammation of the gastric mucosa arising from an irritant, infection, emotions of any type of obstruction that produce the gastritis. Fatty liver, accumulation of the triglyceride in the liver, that is called the fatty liver. Hepatitis, it is the inflammatory process of the liver. Common inflammations are